MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Garrett Cole.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
And that is downstairs. And we're underway here this afternoon. Next offering is in for a strike. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Ball, no.
Just missed.
1-1.
One out, base is empty. Inside, and it's 2-1. Slider for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. A strikeout and a second of the game for the Cole train.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Junior Caminero stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's in for a strike. Ground ball right side, and that's a foul ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. A swing and a soft liner, and it's in there. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and that gives him the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Just missed. And that one is inside. Cole maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. And today on the hill, Shane McClanahan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. Get the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that skips into dirt.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge digs in now. Big time power. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Judge waits. And a curve is down and in. Next offering misses, and the count's full.
Full count.
2 out, space is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. Back at Yankee Stadium, 2nd inning set to go. Now it's going to be Jonathan Aranda. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Jose Caballero in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 2.
There's the strike.
2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Caballero, the runner at second with 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
It's a K from the Coltrane.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one hit to right. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. McClanahan back to work. McClanahan,
Yep.
multi-time All-Star, 27 years
One
old,
strike.
a former first-round pick back in 2018. Now a screamer into the outfield. DeLuca makes the catch, and there's one away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Missed
That's a
with a
ball.
changeup, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
That's
2-1.
inside. Next
Ball
pitch
3.
misses inside. 3-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Austin Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to
0-2.
that velocity.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3
Batting
fastballs,
seventh,
all
the
strikes.
first baseman.
Wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you
Smith.
can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in now and watches strike one. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Ball.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2. Fastball is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz.
No.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Lau at the plate. That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Up the middle. 2 up, 2 down.
That's an out.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is that. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now
off
it's the
for the
switch hitting
Yankees,
outfielder,
the
Jason
left fielder,
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Out to center. DeLuca under it. And there's one down. Oswaldo
Batting
Cabrera
left, the
stepping
third
in now for the
baseman,
Yankees.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. late on that fastball.
So hard to
ball,
touch.
2 strikes.
Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's
now
almost in the catcher's mitt.
Shortstop.
So the batting order turns over, and now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He's 0 for 1. He was late there, strike 1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets back for more from the Bronx. And now, Josh Lowe. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Throws to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low. Next one misses, and the count is 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Garrett Cole. The Rays strand just the 1, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the 4th, now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. It's Aaron Judge now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Stanton at the plate with two away, swings through that one. Strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got four pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
1-2.
Gonna count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Lined into right. Low makes the grab, and that is the third out. Back now in the Bronx, ready now for the fifth inning. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios, and first offering is fouled off. Cole ready to fire now. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. That's long gone. A solo shot, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
DeLuca batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one at the knees for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Corrals it. One down. So the Rays batting order turns over, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. That's in there. Strike one. Diaz, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Boots it. He's safe.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau.
Just missed. Man at first, one away. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Judge ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
In the dirt. Two outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out. And now Josh Lowe. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball.
Two outs,
One strike.
couple of base runners at first and second.
Ball, that's
and that
down.
one's a little bit low. Ball one.
No.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Solo homer extends the lead for Tampa Bay. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusive. Back in the Bronx, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom five, Austin Wells. McClanahan back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one not close. It's a ball and two strikes.
Clearly it didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he
Now
got him
back,
chase.
first
That's just a
baseman.
bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something
Smith.
else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Goldie
No ball,
now at the
one
plate
strike.
as he swings through strike one. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
A lot of times you'll
0-2.
see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Dominguez
0-1.
now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Now this offense
No
has just been
ball, 2
locked
strikes.
down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one
Ball.
almost got him. That one out to right. And it's just foul.
Man, that's such a tough call for the umpire in real time, especially since those lines are not made of chalk the way they used to be. He got it right, though.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. Still nothing. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Danny Jansen. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike. High.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but
1-2.
at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that
Ball
one
2.
missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Volpe throws to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is gone. He sends it out of here, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Caballero batting with 1 down, takes a strike. On the ground,
That's foul.
and it goes just foul. That missed by a
1-2.
lot. 1-2 to count. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
2-2.
And the next pitch is way outside. Slider
Full count.
misses outside. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Chisholm slings to first
He's
in
out.
time. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Johnny DeLuca.
Ha!
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. Back here in New York,
Leading
here's the
off
third
for the
baseman,
Yankees,
Oswaldo
the third
Cabrera.
baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
That's
1-0.
way outside. Ball 1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So the lineup flips over. Anthony Volpe will hit next. And a big swing and a miss.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Way high there. Now 1-2. Cabrera aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk. And things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Right through there for a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Oh, 0-2 now. And ball 1. First and second here, no outs. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Judge in the box again, takes a strike.
We always say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The pitch. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one missed. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one almost got him. Swings and misses, struck him out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on.
A new pitcher in the game, Drew Rasmussen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Bellinger in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Ball 1 there. Way
2-2.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one 95 to finish him off. And we're back. New inning getting started. Yandy Diaz now. And that misses. And that's ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
That's to third, Cabrera. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. And now it's going to be Brandon Lowe. Ground ball, Goldie. He steps on the bag and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. What a stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Back in New York. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees looking to rally. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Cole Sulser up and loosening in the pen. Rodriguez also throwing. And the 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
1-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's outside. Fouled off left side. This one smoked on its way out of here. Do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they inch closer. It's 4-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Drew Rasmussen out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitch. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Garrett Clevenger.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Dominguez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes up empty.
0-2.
That's
Ball
down
one.
and in.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't
Now
matter
batting,
how many highlight reel
third
plays you make if you can't
baseman,
execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Cabrera in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's fouled away. Not
1-2.
close with that one, and it's 1-2. Fastball almost got him there. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Fernando Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's outside, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down. Danny Jansen to hit here. Yeah, that's fouled off. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now back, designated hitter Jonathan Miranda.
Outside, and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
No.
And now 2-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. A little bit
Ball,
high.
too high.
And that's ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Dominguez sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. So no run. Edwin Uceta on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really
Now
make a name for
pitching for the
themselves. Late and close.
Number 63.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a
Uceta.
reason they're put in these situations.
Volpe
Yep.
now at the plate as he swings through strike
ball.
1. Tampa
Strike.
Bay's bullpen with some action. Pete Fairbanks getting loose out there. To the right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run. On the money, nice play. Jazz
The batter,
Chisholm
number
Jr.
13.
stepping in now for the
Second baseman,
Yankees.
Jazz
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
Jr.
That one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Tied him up inside with that one.
No balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had it fooled.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Strike one.
0-1.
Inside. And the count even 1-1. The Yankees trailing by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Judge rips that one. DeLuca has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, we go to the 9th. And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. Just missed. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better.
Here comes the manager out of
Pitching
they
for
hand the ball
New York
over to a new
Yankees,
arm, Luke Weaver.
number 30.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
That one fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Nope, he held back.
Ball 3. Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing.
And that one handled, fired to second, over to first, safe.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Diaz started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or
on the ground to first, could be 2. 1 at second. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Yankees 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Bellinger now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
And Belly goes down on strikes. He's 2 outs away. Giancarlo Stanton getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. The Rays up by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. The 0-2. chases in the dirt. Slider there. Catcher has it. Fires to first.
He's out.
Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's already homered in this game. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Outside low. Ball 2. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
The Yanks down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at